Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. As we all know that the last debate finished, and here are my thoughts on the final debate and what's going to happen from here on out till November 3rd. I think we can all agree that this debate was a lot better than the very first debate because, again, the first debate gave me a huge headache because all the constant interruptions. And I do want to shout out to the moderator. I think the moderator was very, very fair because what I noticed based off history is that moderators tend to be more towards the liberal bias end and make it harder for the conservatives to speak. Kristen, she was very, very fair and she has my full respect. Okay, so short answer, I think Trump did better. Biden did worse because Biden tripped on his words. Remember the last debate where Trump interrupted Biden so much where Biden forgot his words, where it made Trump's case that Joe Biden's not fit to be president because he can't hold his ground. He doesn't have the stability to stand strong, right? But because this debate was formatted to where you can't interrupt your opponent, but since Trump did interrupt it less, Biden tripped on his words. When he was trying to say Proud Boys, he ended up saying Poor Boys. And then when he was trying to say global warming, he said climate warming. Examples like these were the reasons that Biden's performance went down. He did had an art, however. He was trying to connect. I noticed he was talking to the camera, trying to emotionally connect with the viewers. But what made Trump gain the upper hand was when he said, Joe, that's like a politician's talk. We all know that old school tactic. Don't do that. That discredits Joe Biden's intentions, his objectives, making Trump's argument stronger because Trump used the argument super well with Hillary about saying how he's not a politician and Hillary's the politician. So therefore, I'm the guy to do the job because Hillary's all talk, no action. He did the same thing with Joe Biden. He said to Joe, you've been with Obama for 8 years. Why now do you want to get it done? You just only want the presidency. That was very well used. I think Trump presented that kind of energy. Regardless if you agree with Donald Trump or not, Trump made that argument very clear from the charismatic aspect. So therefore, this discredits and disvalues Joe Biden's emotional connection to the camera, as if he was trying to talk to you, the American people. That's one of my reasonings why Biden went down was because, one, he messed up on some words. Two, his emotional connection of art got discredited by Donald Trump. Three, his energy wasn't as high as Donald Trump like I predicted last video. Now let me talk about why President Trump did better than the first debate. The reason why he did better than the first debate is because, one, he did not interrupt. It's good to prove that your opponent isn't as well stable as you are when you constantly interrupt them to the point where they forget their words. Good, but can you also prove that they themselves can't hold their own words? Trump proved that, and therefore he did improve. A reason where Joe Biden's downside gave Trump an opportunity to go up is the fracking situation. Because remember when Joe Biden said that he wasn't going to ban fracking and Trump was like saying, yeah, you have said that you were going to ban fracking, and Biden was like saying, well, really? Okay, show the tape then. And Trump was pointing to someone at the audience, probably his advisor or whoever, saying, we got some homework to do. And knowing Trump, I know he's going to mention it in one of his TV ads. And guess what? There was tape of him saying that he was going to ban fracking, and all of a sudden he doesn't want to ban fracking now. Now Trump is making a case now that Biden is either a liar or that he's a flip-flopper. Two negative points against Joe Biden's case. So, and Joe Biden brought it upon himself. I'm sure Trump is definitely going to use that as his weapon. So Trump has a lot of leverage now against Joe Biden. And then one more thing, the reason why I think Joe Biden really didn't do well in the debate charismatically is because he was trying to make a one-liner. But what Joe forgot is that the audience can't clap, they can't boo, they can't make any reactions. That's the debate rules. Like going back to the experience versus no experience kind of argument, I remember Trump was telling Biden that, hey, you've been in this business for a very, very long time. In my 3.5 years, I got a lot done. I even got more done than you did in your 47 years. Biden was trying to make a one-liner comeback saying Republican Congress. And I think what he was trying to say is that, well, Trump had 2 years, a Republican Senate and a Republican House. How come he didn't get it done? Regardless of y'all's opinion about your politics, one, it's not a good charismatic move because the situation doesn't fit for that, because a one-liner is supposed to draw a clap or a oh reaction. So it made this awkward silence. And the moderator was like, what about Republican Congress? Do you want to add on to that? And Joe's like, no, that's all I have to say. Admitting that his line was cringy. It was a cringy line. And it gave Trump an easy comeback saying, well, no, I got a lot of great things done where I had to convince the Democrats to pass these laws, because not everything requires a majority. It needs to have a strong majority, like a 2/3 majority. And I've said this before, that debates don't really affect the election, but I think Trump is going to use what happened in the debates to shape in what's going to happen next in the election. And after Joe Biden's fracking situation and said that he will ban the oil industry, Trump is definitely going to use that case against him. And especially with the Hunter Biden case, Hunter Biden's associate confirmed what the Bidens are accused of to be true. Trump is definitely going to use that for sure. And history does repeat itself. I remember back in 2016 when Trump was debating Hillary about the emails from WikiLeaks. Not everyone was on the page of what Trump was saying. But after that third debate in 2016, as it got closer to election day in 2016, there was more evidence from WikiLeaks that Trump used against Clinton. And Clinton didn't have any other platform but her campaign to respond to that. Since there aren't any further presidential debates, Biden won't have a platform to confront or to defend his case at or against Trump. And as the Hunter Biden case gets more clearer now, I think Trump is going to use that to his advantage. The oil industry, Trump has a lot of weapons he can use now after the third debate, and I think he's going to win. I don't see a road where Joe Biden can win now. And this isn't for me to take sides, this is for me to grade it charismatically and the political market aspect as well. And when I put those two into account, I really think Trump is going to win now. I really do. Because the oil industry is very strong in Oklahoma, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and other states as well, but especially those three. I'm sure Trump, when he visits Pennsylvania and Ohio again, I'm sure he's going to bring it up, and it'll make more moderate voters who are in the oil industry to vote for him. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video very informative, then please give it a like. If you want to push the Natural Politics series forward, then please give it a subscribe. If you think this video could bring great discussions with friends, family, then please share it. Until then, peace.